Howdy, welcome back to the shop. Today we're working on the 93 S10 pickup that we're making into a dune buggy. So to start off with, we've stripped out all of the interior out of the floor of this thing and the back wall. And the headliner, it's gone too, but mainly I wanted to see just how much rust was in this, and surprisingly it wasn't too bad. The worst place was, and it wasn't rusted through really, was over here at the seatbelt mount. And this seatbelt mount, we worked on this for an hour trying to get the seatbelt out of it, and ended up just having to cut the end of the bracket off underneath to get her apart. So we knocked that bracket out of there, and we have made us a new bracket setup. This goes up underneath. This is a piece of 1/4 inch plate, and this is a piece of 3/16. And you can see I've drilled some holes here, and this is just going to sandwich together and allow us to spread the load of the seat belt out over quite a bit of good metal. So I've got 4 1/4 inch bolts that are squeezes it together, plus the 12mm bolt that the seat belt mounting bracket bolts through. And we're going to glue all that together. Instead of using body panel adhesive, which is $50 a tube, we're going to use F26. And I've used this before. It's not the best thing in the world, but it works really, really good for things that I've actually used it for body panels, and it worked fine for body panels. So we're going to F26 everything. Well, maybe we are. I've got a fly on me. I need to cut the seat out of my britches. That way the flies won't be up in my face.
That was pretty funny.
I hope I put that on the right side. I think I did. So we're going to get our bolts through here, and we're going to tighten them down a little at a time, because this, when I went full Sasquatch on this, beating and banging and trying to get that mounting bolt out of it, I rim racked this little pocket. It does have kind of a flat bottom, or it started off having a flat bottom, but after I went Neanderthal on it, it ain't very flat no more. So Alright, so we've got her pulled down pretty evenly, and that F26 is going to set up in there over time, and this little plate will never ever ever come out of there, and that'll spread the load out into the good sheet metal and cover up the cancer. You know, there was a little cancer right here, which is common, so it'll cover all that up and it'll spread that load out, so that if we do end up upside down hanging from the seat belts, at least we know we've got one good anchor point. And since this is the side that I'm on, that's all that really matters. Okay, so that's a little tip for today, is kind of how to fix a screw up that I probably shouldn't have made in the first place, but there we go. Now I'm going to get some lacquer thinner and I'm going to clean this F26 off of here and clean some of this goop up, and we'll move on.
Y'all drive safe and watch for deer.
Yep. And we'll see you later.